Well, I think I got this one done. That carburetor. What a deal on that though. I have to stand kind of like this. Properly now. Anyway, choke works good. Yeah, should be good to go. So, boy, that one kind of gave me a fit. I mean, it really did kind of give me a fit. First, I took it off and cleaned it with some carb clean, and because this is a pretty simple carburetor. Float was upside down, so I fixed that and adjusted it. It still didn't really seem like it was that somebody had put a real thick plastic gasket on the seat, and it didn't want to budge. So what I did was I had another gasket, another seat from another carburetor, and it was actually a new seat and a new needle, and so I got it off by using a pair of little vice grips and just slowly worked that seat out of there without damaging anything, and real small. I got really small pair of they're like needle nose vice grips. I don't even know if I've shot that or not. Kind of got a little frustrated. Well, I don't know where they are. Too much stuff in this one drawer, I guess. Anyway, so the short of it is I got the needle seat out, and once I got the needle seat out and put a new little fiber gasket, and that lowered that seat a little bit, which helped that float. There was nothing wrong with the float. Put the new needle valve in and adjusted that float so it was level, and it still did the same thing, and it was like it just pulling and pulling, and it was like no fuel coming out. So took it back off. Even with my brother, I think I had it off until 3 times, on and off 3 times. I finally I was like, I'm just throwing it in the ultrasonic cleaner. So I threw it in the ultrasonic cleaner and just half pints on water, and it went a total of an hour and a half because I couldn't get, there was a couple of Welch plugs you couldn't get out because somebody had just sealed them up basically with some, I'm hoping they just put the Welch plug and then they just put JB weld, which was the wrong thing to do, because if you ever have to knock them out, you can't. Anyway, of course I don't know if it's JB weld. I don't know what it is. So anyway, I threw the carburetor in there and cleaned it. That was last night, and had it all washed off and dried, and so I basically put it back together last night, and then I got to thinking about this morning, when the bowl goes on, there's a little gasket down there, which I had in there, but I thought, well, I'm gonna put an O-ring, because you can't, and some of the newer models I think even have the O-ring, but there's enough room there you can put an O-ring. And then I put the old gasket back on. O-ring fit perfect. I mean, they're just really small ones you can get almost anywhere. So put the bowl back on, put it back on the engine, and of course you saw it just running. So it was almost immediate. Actually, it was the first pull and it started up. And that was a really high idle. I had to adjust that on the carburetor, adjust my idle, my, the needle valve in the front, the air idle mixture, just, right. And then I put your adjustment you can do on the front of the engine, put that all back, once I knew I was set. So it's good to go. I mean, his tank, I just ran it on his tank, and he does need, he has a 3/8 fitting going into a 5/16. He probably needs to do that. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm glad I got this one finished.